Okay, so let's go on with that texture for that outer ring, with that little triangle here created. Yeah, let's move the pivot here to the center of the grid. So hit D and then X and middle mouse over the center of the grid. And let's check out if the size is right. If we rotate that guy here to the other parts where the triangles here are kind of like single. So let's rotate that guy here into position. Let's zoom in on that. And let me turn on X-ray mode. I think I'm pretty happy with that. It's, yeah, the size comes close to the background image. Okay. So let me rotate that back in Y to 0. And now we go on here and yeah, start to copy that over as many times as we need that. And then we'd yeah, use the degrees that I put on that JPEG that I showed you in the last video. So alright, let's switch to real quick to that JPEG. So I need definitely one at 27.5 and then 51.25 here. So let me do that. So hit Control D, and yeah, one here at 51.25, and yeah, you will notice that if you type in those degrees here, yeah, it's not sitting exactly on top of what you see in the background image, but yeah, don't get afraid. That's yeah, that's normal. If you just take the numbers here from that JPEG, and it's all good. So we missed one here that at 27.5 degrees. So hit Control D, type in 27.5. So I will do this all the way around. So duplicating those triangles here. Everywhere where they should be. Okay, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I copied all those little triangles over where they should be. And like I said before, if you look at this, it's not sitting here exactly on those pieces, but yeah, in the end, nobody will notice that. Okay, so now let's take care about those little boxes here. And again, let's create a polygon plane here. Let's move this up here, that plane, to somewhere where it's meant to be. Let's dial down the subdivisions here to 1 again, and yeah, those obviously have to be a little bit smaller. Something like this. Okay. Now let's move the pivot here to the center of the grid as well. Hit D, X, and middle mouse. And then let's rotate that into a position so that we can check out if the overall size is good here. Okay, let's go in here. So those fit in here. Okay, let's move it somewhere here. We could do is go to vertex mode and move those up here. Move those up a little bit here. Let's take that guy. Let's rotate that to check out the size comes close. Okay, so you see here, those down here are a little bit longer. Yeah, but let's just yeah, let's take this one here and rotate it back to 0 and Y. So let's take this one and we will copy that into position with that numbers from that JPEG that I created, and we will do this here until we get to the point down here to this one. and then we will create some other ones or some longer ones and put those to the degrees here where they should be. Okay, so yeah, so I type in here, and the first one is 5.5 in Y, and then yeah, again I will duplicate that with those numbers that I have on that JPEG. Okay, so yeah, let me pause the video again, and I'll be back when I'm done with that. Okay, so here I'm back with all those little boxes or this little planes created. So yeah, I took a little larger one here and put those where they are on that JPEG with those degrees, and this is how it looks right now. So now let's go in and take care about that yeah, that circle here that's in there. So there's this black line here, that circle type here is going down. So let's do this with a polygon pipe first. So create that and then scale that up, and yeah, let me turn on X-ray mode, and then let's go here to the thickness, and let's change that, and then let's scale it down. Check that out here. Oops, do that. So let's go here to the thickness again. So click on that and then control middle mouse to something like this, 0.01, and then scale that guy in. And then let's say subdivisions on caps. Let's dial that up to something like 4. Then hit 3 on the keyboard. Okay. And let's give it some subdivisions on the axis. Let's dial in a fairly high number, something like 80. And then hit 3 on the keyboard, so you get a nice round shape here. Okay. So now what we need to do is yeah, we obviously, let me take a look at that. Hit 3 on the keyboard, and then I scale that down so that it comes here right on top of that line in the background, or on the background image. Let me check that out here. Let's look in. I don't want the box here. So let's scale it down just a tiny bit more, just a tiny bit more. Like that. And then zoom in on that. So yeah, I want that those boxes here are not overlapping. Okay, so now what we do now is we go here to perspective. What we need to do is here we can go to low poly view, and let's delete all the faces here down here and delete those. Now with that object selected here, let's center the pivot and let's move it here in X on the grid, so snap it there. And yeah, let's now go in and see where it starts and where it ends. So definitely we need to select all the faces here from this point on. So it's hard to see for you, but select all those faces here, delete those. And we can go in here and delete those as well. Then zoom in on that. And then we take those verts here and bring those back until here. And now let's take this guy here and rotate that into position so that we have some kind of straight line here. Something like that. Well, let me first pause the video and I'll be back in the next one.